Hello gamers, Barmy here. We finally got round to making a combat rogue macro. It's super simple, usable from early levels, and yes, it absolutely pumps. In this video, I'll show you everything you need to know to use it yourself. I'll show you the talents and glyphs, all the important add-ons, we'll look at my weak auras, and of course the macros and sequences that bring it all together. Let's get into it. The talents I'm going for look like this. The only wiggle room you have is between improved recuperate, reinforced leather and improved gouge. These are the glyphs I'm running, and the primes are pretty much a given, but maybe you'll want to swap out a major depending on what content you're playing at the time. To reforge, I use the Reforge Lite add-on. It'll open automatically when you visit the NPC, so just select Combat, the difficulty of the content you're playing, Calculate, Show, and then Reforge, and it'll do everything for you. As always, we're going to be using the GSE add-on for the one button macro. So if you're new to GSE, then check out my YouTube channel and my Discord server, where you can find lots of information to help you out. Stick around for now though, because I'll be showing you exactly where to find the macro and how to import it into WoW. Once you have the macro installed and keybound, you'll be able to use it to ambush or cheap shot when opening from stealth. It'll also spam Sinister Strike into Revealing Strike to build combo points, and then spend them on Slice and Dice or Eviscerate finishes. All of this can be done with the one button macro. Adrenaline Rush, Tricks of the Trade and the Engineer's Gloves Tinker will be cast on cooldown, and if we're out of combat and spam the macro, we'll spend the points on Recuperate. The first thing we need to do is select our focused target, as we're going to need this for our Tricks of the Trade to fire off. I use this mouse over macro with the click add-on to make selecting my focus target really quick and easy to apply. Tricks of the Trade not only redirects our threat onto the focus target for 6 seconds, but also increases the damage of that target by 15% during this time. Furthermore, if we have the 2 set bonus of tier 13, our abilities cost 20% less energy for those 6 seconds. This is obviously a massive damage buff, and it's on a very short cooldown. So to make sure I don't mess up and forget to add a focus, I use this weak aura to alert me. For an ambush, position yourself behind the target in stealth and spam the macro. Now if we hold Alt down while spamming, the macro will attempt to cheap shot instead. To apply Slice and Dice, hold the Alt key while spamming the macro until the buff is applied. I use this weak aura to remind me exactly when to hold down Alt, and this weak aura to show my Slice and Dice duration. As long as you have Slice and Dice active, you can just spam the macro and everything else is taken care of. For fights with multiple targets, manually select and deselect Blade Flurry. Now I use this weak aura to alert me that it's active, and then all I need to do is continue spamming the macro and hold Alt when Slice and Dice is dropping off to refresh it. This is my I win macro, and I want to use this outside of my tricks uptime so that I don't waste the reduced energy costs of my attacks. And I use this weak aura to alert me that it's up. I also use a glowing cooldown weak aura for Killing Spree to alert me when it's ready to use, as the Restless Blades talent brings this cooldown round really quickly. And finally, I use these weak auras to alert me if my poisons have fallen off. This macro really does work, and you can maintain reasonable DPS with very minimal effort if you use it correctly. Obviously, given the way the combo point system works, a GSE macro will never out DPS a good player who's managing his combo points manually. But with that said, I rarely got out DPS by another rogue while making this build. In fact, most of the time the meters would look something like this. As you can see, we both have the same eye level, yet old matey here is doing 30% less damage. I know these macros get some pushback, and I get it, but if for any reason you want to get competitive DPS on your rogue with very minimal effort, then my Discord is the place to go. Just click the link in the description and follow the onboarding questions. Make sure you select any other classes that you may be interested in, as this will give you access to the applicable channels. And remember, you can always just opt to show all channels and you'll be able to see all of the different classes. Once you're in, just scroll down to the Rogue category and click on the Combat channel. Inside, you'll find the macros covered in this video, an explanation on how they work, and some important points to note while using it. To import the macros, just click here to copy the script, paste the script into GSE, and then click import. All you have to do then is assign the sequence a keybind in the keybinding options, and you're good to go. All the weak auras covered in this video, as well as every other class that I play, are now available to my Discord officers for free as one of their membership perks. Now I offer memberships at a super reasonable rate, and as a reward you'll have access to not only my weak auras, but also giveaways, pre-release macros, UI templates, members only live streams, and help and assistance from me should you ever need it. These perks are super value for money, so join the Discord now and sign up as an officer. You won't regret it. Anyway, that's all for now. Enjoy your time in Azeroth, and I'll see you in the next one.